Hey, Patricia. Hey there. You're the first one I can see. I hope the live chat will be okay so I can see everyone's comments tonight. I see Pamela. Hey there. Pamela, Patricia, Sally. Hey, everybody. Mary. We have, of course, an X-Flare that just happened, and I've already posted about it. It happened right at 9, what did I post? Let's see. I took a screenshot of it when it was happening, and as soon as it Katie's Xing the screen. Okay, let's see here. I did the whole thing. 9:52 p.m. It is now 10:25 here, and that's when the X-Flare was at its height, the X1.12. Hello everybody. I'm having trouble seeing everyone. Hang on just a second. That helps. My vision seems to be a bit off. That happens once in a while with things like this. It can make your vision different. And in this case, my reading glasses are not doing the job. How interesting. These are a little better. I look out the bottom part. Hey everybody. Hey. Yeah. Nice big X-Flare. I have a confession. The kitties and I were lying down when this happened. And I actually tried to take a nap earlier, and I did, but I woke up and had this odd restlessness. And that's why I caught it so quick, because I was watching. And so I caught when it began and posted early on, like it says 25 minutes ago when I posted it, but I think it was before that. Facebook estimates X1.12 solar flare, nice big one. And for those of you who are new, solar flares go like this. They go A, B, which we don't pay any mind to an A or a B. They're like nothing. A, B, C, we start noticing C. And then it goes to M, and then to X. And so, yeah, we just had an X, and it was an X1.12, and the numbers after the letter make a big difference. So, yes, sir, we just had one. Good evening. Good evening. Hey, everybody. Oh. The kitties are so cute. They're both on the bed. I don't think you can see them. Hold on. Can you see them at the end there? Hold on a second. Let me turn this around. Oh, it's almost too close. Look at them. Isn't that cute? They're snoozing. That's both of them there. It's hard to see. I'm glad they're doing well. Sometimes X-Flares can be tough on our animals. sometimes their tummy gets upset or something like that, or they get restless, or cats get zoomies, but mine are sleeping nicely and they're cuddling together, which is good. All right. So an X flare, for anyone who's just joining, we just had an X1.12 solar flare, which is good sized. And yes, this is one of my pajama broadcasts. One of my old friends up in Canada, she's not that old, but we've known each other forever, said, "How many pairs of satin pajamas do you have?" I've collected them over the years, you know. And by the way, if you have one of my wristbands or another one you got somewhere else, a grounding, earthing wristband, now would be a good time to be wearing it. I'm just putting mine on. Always have my pendants on. So put your stuff on right now to help you weather this little storm as well as possible. Yeah, true bedhead. Okay. It's 10:30 here, Eastern Standard Time. Really early. I'm usually not in bed, but I just decided to lie down and take it easy. I'm having really excellent healing right now. I think my bones, the broken vertebrae, may already be healed. However, now the muscles and ligaments and tendons and everything connected are adjusting, and it's actually kind of painful. But when I check it, it doesn't reflex anymore, you know, with muscle testing. So I'm very grateful. I had an encounter with the Lord. I mentioned this. It was 1 week ago today, and he put his hands on my head, and I felt that healing power go all the way through me. Now, I was not here. I mean, he didn't come here. I went there. So I was up in heavenly places, and it was tremendous. I am thinking I feel like me again. It's been a long time coming. This was 7 weeks today, I think, since the car crash. So I'm rejoicing, I'm happy, I'm pleased, thrilled, and so grateful to you all for all the gifts and the blessings you all have sent my way. I really can't tell you how much it has meant. It was very stressful. All the money, all the hospital bill and all that, and I just don't have a lot of money at this point in my life. It was a bit overwhelming and a little frightening, but I knew somehow God would take care of it, and it's being taken care of. And finally, the insurance is starting to do stuff. Finally, the insurance is starting to pay attention to me. The woman that was supposed to be carrying it and handling my case, and once again, we just had an X1.12 solar flare. The woman who was supposed to be over my case was being just a rascal, apparently. And another woman called me from that company just to check on what was happening with my car, which was nothing. I had to pay $958. If it were not for the GoFundMe money that you all provided, I couldn't have gotten my car out of hock from the tow lot. It was actually $1,400, and I talked to them and begged them to lower it, and they lowered it to $958 just to get it out of the tow lot, because I had released it like the insurance had said, released it to them, and they never came and got it. So it sat there over a month, and it built up this massive bill. But thank goodness, just recently, because of that wonderful woman named Teresa. Teresa, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. She took care of it, and I have gotten one check so far, and it covered the out-of-pocket money to get my car out. So I'm very, very grateful, very, very happy. good to see things kicking in, and I'm healing very quickly at this point. Now, X1.12 solar flare. Many of us have observed that we feel better during an X flare than we do during an M flare. And an M class flare is actually not as powerful as an X flare. But I read the other day, someone was talking about it, and they said the X flare hits the higher parts of you. An X flare somehow correlates and touches the parts of you that are higher frequency, that have already ascended some, or however you want to look at that. So in that sense, an M flare touches parts of you that are not so resolved or dealt with, and therefore an M flare for many people can be more traumatic than an X flare. But it just depends on where you are in your life and where you are in your growth and in your progress, or how things are in your life at the moment, or whatever. Because many times if you have a physical weakness, you know, like if you have had a broken bone, you may have pain in that area when this kind of energy comes in. It all depends. It all depends. The key thing is we are all moving, we are all being challenged, we are all responding, we are all hoping to ascend and move with these energies, and there is no judgment and no condemnation, and nobody's super spiritual because they're not having symptoms or whatever. Because if you're like me, you may have things that happened to you as a child, severe abuse that you didn't remember until recently. And if those things are surfacing in you now, you're going to be processing them. And you may feel this much stronger than other people do. No condemnation. Let's don't judge each other or be foolish, because that's what it would be. It would be foolishness. And also, let's try to brag and act like we're all that and a bag of chips if we're feeling better than others. Let's just love each other. Love will be the thing that shows where you are in your ascension, where you are in your spiritual progress, better than anything else, in my humble opinion. So, woo! X1.12 solar flare. And there's no need to stay on here for a long time, I don't think. I can only say X1.12 so many times. But here we are together. The good thing is we're not alone. We're not going through this alone. If your children or your pets or other people in your family are acting up or acting out or not feeling well right now, just know this may be part of the reason. However, the kitties, I'm looking at them, they're doing very well. Let me show you again. Chipper and Sugar. Hold on a moment. Here we go. There's those cute little baby cats. It's hard to discern who's who because they're both, you know, Sugar is dark gray and white and Chipper is black and white. There's those beautiful little baby cats just resting over there. And I'm glad they're doing so well. I hope your babies are doing well. I hope you're doing well. Everybody take a deep breath. You ready? In through the nose, out through the mouth. And let's do a quick love fest together, shall we? Oh, I got that new cover on my phone, so I've got to do this differently or it'll snap out, make a lot of racket and scare all of us. Startle us. Okay, I think that's in place now. Let me look real quick and see if anybody's saying anything I need to respond to. I see people sending love to each other. Ty Anderson, nice last name, Ty, in New Zealand on a Sunday afternoon there, and of course it's Saturday night here. Hello everyone, Lolita says. Wide awake at 3 a.m. You must be in Europe somewhere. Yes, Joe, X1.12 solar flare, that's what we're on here for. Let's see, anybody else say anything? Denise says severe headache behind her left eye. Let's do our little love fest, shall we? And it gets us into a whole different kind of place. You may find that headache eases right up, hopefully. So let's do it, shall we? I want you to think about something you're really grateful for. And this is going to be exponential because we're doing it together, okay? This will be to the power of and more powerful as we do it together. So let's realize that we're not alone, and all of us together can help bring healing and balance to each other. So think about something you're grateful for. Think of something that touches your heart. I always think of the day of my spiritual awakening, which I just observed the anniversary of, which was May the 14th. The original date was May the 14th, 1974. You may want to think about your fur babies, or your children, or your home, or your friends, or family, or your job. I don't know what you feel deep gratitude for right now. But find that thing and begin thinking about it. And let yourself feel it. Let it touch your emotions. And as you do that, we're going to touch our heart area with one of our hands, fingertips, whatever. This brings your attention here, and it will cause you to focus on the heart, which needs to be activated in most of us, whereas we live in our brain. But when your heart's activated, that puts you in touch with the quantum field of limitless possibilities. Grand Central up here that runs your body and everything, that acclimates you during times like this, doesn't know what to do all the time. So when we do this exercise and the heart comes online, all of a sudden Grand Central, your brain will be like, oh, that's what we need to do to get that headache to let up. We need to balance this, we need to move that, we need to do this, we need to release that. And all of a sudden you can feel a whole lot better. This is the quickest, most powerful overall reset for the better of anything I found that we could do together, especially in just 3 minutes. Okay, so let's do it. Touch your heart area. Think of what you're grateful for. Let's take a deep breath in through the heart area. Imagine it's coming in this way. And then out through the heart area. And in again. And out. And do this all the way through when you think about it. Imagine the breath is coming in through your heart area and out from there as you think and feel what you're grateful for. And don't be surprised if you feel incredible love, and if you feel incredibly connected to everyone on here. If you feel connected to Source, and therefore connected with one another. And if bliss comes to you, don't be surprised if your heart evens out, and that headache lets up, and the anxiety just isn't there anymore. So let us begin. I'll let you know when the 3 minutes is up. All right, let us begin. Breathe in from the heart, out, thinking of what you're grateful for and letting yourself feel it. Thank you. Often during a high energy event like this, these meditations are more powerful. Thank you. I'll let you know when the 3 minutes is up. Just breathe in and out from the heart area. Imagine that. Think of something you're very grateful for and let yourself feel it. Oh, powerful to me. Oh. Healing in life, peace, strength, hope, clarity, love. Mm. Just a little bit longer. Don't be surprised if healing occurred during that time. That went too fast for me. I'd like to stay in here a little longer. A little bit blissed out. No, that's not the truth. I'm a lot blissed out. Wow. Thank you all for doing this with me. Thank you for joining me for this wonderful, wonderful time together. My goodness, I hope you all are experiencing something like I am. I'd love to hear if you are. Just share something quickly in the comments. And I'm going to get off of here, and if you want to continue like I'm going to, go ahead and do that, okay? Wow. Powerful. Okay. Remember, we're not going through all this for nothing, even though this is pretty wonderful right now. We're going someplace really good. 5D, Kingdom of Heaven, the Millennium, New Earth, and the New Era. We're on our way. And thank you, Shumanites, for holding that love line. We are changing our world. See ya.